My presentation was given during a block specifically for strength training considerations for athletes. The topic and title were Dynamic Periodization and Programming for Successful MMA Athletes. This is from my experience as a strength conditioning professional, and it was to bridge the gap between science and practice to practice and experience. It is one part applied, what do strength coaches need and how do they make decisions, and then the other part is starting to dissect the data that goes into those decision makings. How many sets per week do we prescribe or training cycle? How many reps per week or training cycle do we prescribe to athletes, and can it contribute to championship performances? Well, hopefully it is easy to understand. Hopefully I translated my findings well, right? So it was a real world scenario. My job, my task was to prepare athletes for competition. So I'm hoping that from our findings, everything from the history of strength conditioning and MMA, all the way to program design recommendations, all the way to how we implement training approaches. Hopefully it's well received by the field and it can be applied in everyday settings. There were several questions from combat sport athletes in the room at the time. So there were 2 black belts who had not resistance trained, and their main reason why is because they just weren't sure, right? They heard the stigma that lifting weights gets you sore, it makes you slow, but they saw my presentation and they asked me questions about, hey, should I lift heavier or should I lift lighter, faster, and when should I do it? Both are appropriate. You need to develop force, you need to develop power, but when you do it, how you do it is essential. Very rewarding, I think, for the lab and the Alliance. We really emphasize the development and inclusion of students, and especially within our department. We've received great support from Dr. Bass, and I've received great support from my faculty colleagues. So it was very rewarding. I'm very proud of the students, some of which really have grown into excellent researchers. Some are still beginning to pique their interest. So for Yang, he's a second-year PhD student, and he got to present on a topic that is very special to him, wheelchair basketball. For Cassie, she's a first-year PhD student, and she got to present on a topic related to sports that she actually worked with, and then for Caleb, he's a master's student. So it was very special to see a master's student present in their first year, second semester.